My beloved child, can you feel it? The air around you has shifted. The weight you carried for so long is beginning to lift, and a quiet peace is settling into your heart. That is heaven touching you even now. You are not here by accident. You were meant to read these words in this exact moment. This is your confirmation, the seal from heaven that your time has come. The blessing I am sending into your life is not ordinary. It is extraordinary. It is a blessing that changes generations, not just your present moment. My healing is moving through the places you thought would never be whole again. My favor is going before you, opening doors no man can shut. Angels are standing in formation, and your name is being sung in heaven's chorus. Every tear you cried, every disappointment, every loss, it was all recorded in my eternal scroll. Heaven is not blind, and heaven is never late. The delay was only preparation. The pain stretched your heart so it could hold the glory I am pouring into it now. The blessing is no longer on the way. It has already entered your atmosphere. That pressure you feel in your spirit is the weight of your miracle pressing against the gates of your life, ready to break through. Do not think small, for I do not give crumbs. I give banquets. Lift your head, my child. I lean toward you with a smile and whisper, "It is finished. It is yours." The miracle you thought belonged to others now carries your name. These words are alive, wrapping around your soul as a garment of promise. Receive them with faith, for your story has bent into miracle. My beloved child, do you sense it? The shift around you, the quiet change that others may not notice but you feel deep within your soul? You may not have words for it yet, but I tell you, it is my presence drawing near. The weight you carried in silence is beginning to lift, and the peace slipping into your heart is not your imagination. That is me. That is heaven leaning down and resting upon you. You are not here by accident. You are not reading these words by coincidence. You are here because I ordered this moment. I planned it before you drew your first breath. I have been guiding your steps across the decades, through valleys and mountaintops, through nights of weeping and mornings of joy. Even when you felt forgotten, I was nearer than your very breath. And now, my child, the time has come for you to recognize my hand in your present season. Think back to the heaviness you carried, burdens of family, of finances, of health, of memories that haunted your nights. You thought you were alone in carrying them, but I was always bearing the weight with you. Each sigh you released was caught by me. Each tear that slid down your cheek was gathered into my keeping. None of it was wasted. I was shaping you, stretching your heart so that it could hold more of my glory. Now, as you sit in these days that feel slower, quieter, perhaps even lonelier at times, I am moving in ways you cannot see. The quiet you feel is not emptiness. It is preparation. The peace that suddenly brushes against you is my spirit reminding you that I have not forgotten you. The strange warmth in your chest, the sense that something is awakening inside of you, that is me. That is the holy shift. I know you sometimes wonder if your best days are behind you. You think of younger years when your body was stronger, when responsibilities filled your hours, when life felt full and forward-moving. You look back and ask, "Lord, is there still more for me? Or have I reached the end of usefulness?" Hear me clearly, child. You are not finished. As long as you have breath, you have purpose. As long as your heart beats, I am writing more into your story. Do not despise these later chapters, for they carry treasures the early ones could not hold. The world measures strength by youth, but I measure strength by faith. The world celebrates the new, but I celebrate the faithful. I have watched you endure, survive storms, forgive when it was not easy, rise again when you felt broken. That endurance is a crown in my sight. And now, in this season, I am pouring out rewards for your faithfulness. Open your eyes, beloved. Look at the subtle ways I am confirming my presence around you. The unexpected phone call from someone you had been praying for. The provision that came right when you thought you could not go further. The moment of laughter after weeks of sorrow. These are not random. They are signs that heaven is moving in your midst. The holy shift is not loud like an earthquake, nor flashy like lightning. It is quiet like dawn breaking, steady like the tide rolling in, unstoppable like the turning of the seasons. That is how I work in your life now, not in the rush of youth, but in the depth of maturity. I am bringing peace that outlasts storms, joy that does not fade with circumstances, hope that strengthens your very bones. Do not be afraid of the quiet, my child. Do not mistake stillness for absence. When you sit in your chair and the house feels empty, I am sitting beside you. When you lie awake at night, I am whispering over you. When you breathe out a weary prayer, I am leaning close to answer. You are surrounded, even if your eyes cannot yet see the angels who stand guard at your side. This shift is heaven aligning itself with your life. The blessings that circled your destiny are now descending. The doors that were shut are beginning to creak open. The peace you feel is the signal that the battle is already won. You have stepped into a season where my promises are no longer distant. They are touching you, clothing you, wrapping around you like a warm garment. So I say to you, notice me. Do not brush off these holy interruptions as coincidence. Do not explain away the comfort you feel as simply a good day. This is me. This is your Father drawing near. This is heaven's hand resting on your shoulder. Breathe it in. Let the peace sink into your soul. Let your heart recognize the truth. I am here. I am with you. I am for you. The shift you feel is not temporary. It is eternal. It is the first whisper of the miracle pressing into your life. And soon, my beloved child, you will look back on this season and say, that was the moment everything changed. My beloved child, I have seen the long years of your waiting. I have heard the sighs you tried to hide from others, the whispered prayers you thought went unanswered, the questions that lingered in your heart. Why the delay, Lord? Why the pain? Why so much loss before relief? You wondered if I had overlooked you, if your tears were wasted in the dust of forgotten prayers. But hear me now. None of your waiting was in vain. Every moment of sorrow was written into the eternal scroll. Every night you lay awake staring into the dark, I was there counting your breaths. Every door that slammed shut, every betrayal that pierced your heart, every goodbye that left you trembling in grief. I carried it all with you. You did not wait alone. I was beside you, holding you through it, storing every tear as a precious offering. You see only the surface of your suffering, but I see its weight. Pain has a weight to it, my child. It presses, it stretches, it bends. But in my kingdom, the weight of suffering becomes the currency of glory. Nothing you endured has been wasted. It has been transformed. The waiting stretched you. It expanded your capacity. Like a wineskin being softened for new wine, your heart was stretched by sorrow so it could hold the greater joy I am now pouring into you. Had you received the blessing too early, it would have spilled out, for your heart would not have been ready to hold it. The delay was never denial. It was preparation. Think of how gold is refined. It is placed in fire, not to destroy it, but to remove the impurities. The longer it remains, the purer and stronger it becomes. So it has been with you. You walked through fires of disappointment, fires of illness, fires of loneliness, fires of unanswered prayers. But in each flame, something inside you was being purified. Your trust in me grew deeper. Your faith grew stronger. Your dependence shifted from your own strength to mine. Yes, my child, I know it hurt. I know you asked me to take the burden sooner. I know you pleaded for a quicker rescue. But because I love you, I allowed the waiting to do its work. I allowed the pain to shape you into someone who could carry eternal weight, someone who would not collapse under the blessing I had prepared. Look back now, and you will see traces of my hand even in the hardest seasons. Did you not find unexpected strength on days you thought you could not rise from bed? Did provision not appear at the last moment when you thought all was lost? Did a friend not call, a scripture not rise to memory, A song not soothe your soul in just the right moment? These were my whispers to remind you that you were not abandoned. The world tells you suffering is meaningless, that loss steals life away. But I tell you, suffering has value when it is surrendered to me. It becomes the very soil from which I bring forth harvest. Your waiting was a field being plowed. Your tears were water softening the ground. Your prayers were seeds falling into the earth. Now, beloved, the harvest is breaking through the soil. Do not despise your scars, for they are evidence of survival. Each scar tells a story of how the enemy tried to break you, but I preserved you. Each line on your face carries the testimony of years I have walked beside you. You may see weakness in yourself, but I see resilience. You may see loss, but I see preparation. You may see delay, but I see a timeline perfectly aligned with my plan. The weight of your waiting is now tipping the scales in your favor. What seemed like endless years of silence are about to echo with songs of joy. What you thought was wasted time is now being redeemed as testimony. What you believed was a dead end is becoming a doorway. Remember, my child, my son too waited. He waited in the wilderness. He waited in the garden. He waited on the cross for the moment when I would say, "It is finished." Waiting has always been the language of the faithful. And you have been faithful. You have endured longer than you thought possible. That endurance has become a treasure in my kingdom. So, I say to you now, your suffering has not disqualified you. It has prepared you. The weight of your pain has purchased the weight of glory. The years you thought were wasted are the very years that equipped you to receive what is coming. Lift your head, beloved. Do not look back in regret, but forward in expectation. The wait is over. The pain is turning into praise. The currency of your suffering is being exchanged for the wealth of heaven. You will see it, you will hold it, and you will rejoice in it. For I, your God, am faithful, and I never let suffering have the last word. My beloved child, do you know what is happening even now in the unseen realm? While you sit and wonder what is next, while you whisper prayers into the quiet of your room, heaven is moving. Angels are already in formation. Assignments have been given. Doors are swinging open before you. Doors no man can shut. You have walked through many closed doors in your lifetime. Some slammed shut in your face when you thought you were close to breakthrough. Others stayed locked for years while you waited outside in the cold. You asked me, "Why, Lord? Why won't these doors open?" And now you see. It was because those doors were not for you. Had you stepped through them, you would have been harmed, hindered, or delayed from reaching the fullness of your promise. I was protecting you, even when it looked like I was withholding from you. But now the season has shifted. The doors I open for you in this time cannot be shut by any human hand. No employer, no doctor, no relative, no neighbor, no accuser can bar you from what I have ordained. For what I open, no one can close, and what I close, no one can open. Do you feel the stirring? That sense that something is aligning around you? That is not your imagination. That is the movement of heaven's army preparing the way. Angels walk ahead of you, beloved, not behind. They carry favor into rooms before you enter. They soften hearts before you speak. They bring healing into your home before you wake. They carry peace into your family gatherings before old wounds can rise again. When you step into this new favor, do not fear. Do not shrink back, telling yourself you are too old, too tired, too worn. Those thoughts are lies meant to rob you. The doors I am opening are tailored to this exact stage of your life. They require the wisdom of your years, the compassion shaped by your trials, the steadiness formed by your waiting. These are not doors of striving, they are doors of inheritance. Remember how I sent angels before my people in the wilderness? I told them that my angel would go ahead, to guard them and bring them to the place I prepared. So it is with you now. You will find yourself in places you never expected, conversations you never planned, blessings you never thought possible. These are not coincidences, they are coordinates. Each moment is part of a divine map that is leading you into fulfillment. Favor is not something you have to chase. Favor chases you. It overtakes you when you walk in obedience. It surprises you when you least expect it. One moment you will be wondering if I have forgotten you, and the next you will see the evidence of my hand arranging everything for your good. That is how favor works. It moves faster than your doubts, and it settles heavier than your fears. Do not compare your journey to others. Some around you may appear to prosper while you waited, but their doors are not your doors. What I open for you is sealed with your name. No one else can walk through it. No one else can claim it. It belongs to you, because I ordained it before the foundation of the world. And child, hear this. Favor is not just for you. It flows through you. When I open doors for you, it is so that others may walk into blessing as well. The prayers you prayed for your children, your grandchildren, your community, those prayers are tied to these doors. As you step through, those you love will feel the ripple of my favor. Some who are far from me will be drawn near because of what I pour out on you. So do not hesitate when the doors swing open. Do not second-guess whether you are worthy. The blood of my Son made you worthy. Your faithfulness made you ready. Your endurance made you strong. All that is left for you to do is walk forward. I say again, do not fear, for you do not walk alone. Angels walk before you, beside you, and behind you. They are not a distant thought. They are present help. You may not see their faces, but you will see the evidence of their work. You will feel the peace they carry. You will notice the obstacles they remove. You will sense the unseen hands guiding you safely forward. This is your season of appointed favor, not earned by striving, not won by effort, but appointed by me. And when I appoint, no man can disappoint. When I declare, no enemy can deny. Lift your head, my child, and prepare to step forward. The doors are opening. The path is clear. The favor is yours. Walk boldly, for heaven walks with you. My beloved child, hear me clearly. I do not give crumbs. I do not hand you scraps from the table. I prepare banquets. I seat you in places of abundance. I pour out blessings that overflow, not just for your present need, but for generations to come. You have spent many years believing that others were chosen for the great blessings, while you were left to survive on just enough. You have told yourself that as long as you could get by, that would be enough. But I am not the God of just enough. I am the God of more than enough. I do not delight in watching my children scrape by. I delight in watching them flourish. The blessing I am placing in your hands now is bigger than you because it was never meant to stop with you. It will flow through your life into the lives of those who come after you. Your prayers, your sacrifices, your long nights of intercession have built a foundation. And now I am pouring a blessing that will spill over to your children, your grandchildren, your neighbors, and even those you may never meet this side of eternity. This is why I told you not to despise the waiting, because what is landing in your life now required preparation not only in you but also in those around you. I was aligning generations, setting things in motion, so that when the blessing arrived, it would land in fertile soil. Think of how I fed my people in the wilderness. I did not drop crumbs from heaven. I rained down bread every day. I sent water gushing from a rock. I gave them enough not only for themselves, but to remind them that I am a God of abundance. And now I am doing the same for you. You will see provision where you once saw lack. You will see reconciliation where you once saw brokenness. You will see healing flow into places you thought would never recover. Do not limit your vision to the small and temporary. Lift your eyes to see the banquet I am laying out before you. And yet, my child, this abundance is not for hoarding. It is not meant to gather dust in barns or rest in silent bank accounts. It is meant to flow. I am entrusting you with blessing so you can steward it with wisdom, generosity, and joy. What you release to others will multiply. What you cling to in fear will wither. So live with open hands. Give as freely as you have received. and watch how I keep filling your hands again and again. Your words are part of this blessing too. Do not underestimate the power of what you carry in your voice. The encouragement you speak to a grandchild, the prayer you whisper over a neighbor, the wisdom you share with a younger friend. These are seeds of blessing that will outlive you. Long after you have entered my eternal banquet, those words will continue to bear fruit in the lives of others. I am making you a well, my child. Those who are weary will come to drink from your faith. Those who are confused will come to draw from your peace. Those who are hungry will be fed by the overflow of your testimony. You may not see the full impact now, but eternity will reveal how many lives were touched because you received and released my blessing. Do not fear running out. You cannot outgive me. You cannot exhaust the banquet of heaven. Every act of generosity, every prayer you offer, every seed you plant, only multiplies what I pour back into you. You are stepping into a cycle of blessing that will not end with your lifetime. This is why I smile as I lean toward you, whispering, "It is finished. It is yours. The table is set. The feast is prepared. Your name is written on the seat before me. And as you partake, those around you will be fed as well. Lift your heart, my beloved. This is your inheritance, not crumbs, but banquet, not survival, but abundance, not a blessing that dies with you, but a blessing that will echo into generations. Receive it fully, steward it faithfully, and rejoice in it daily. For this is the hour of overflow, and it has your name on it. My beloved child, you have walked with me through many seasons, through laughter and tears, through waiting and breakthrough, through silence and song. Now you stand at the threshold of fulfillment. The air around you has shifted because heaven has leaned down to touch your life in this very moment. I want you to carry this truth deep within your heart. Your story is not ending in loss or regret. It is bending into miracle. The weight of your waiting has purchased the weight of glory. The doors I am opening before you cannot be shut, for I have sealed them with my authority. And the blessing I am pouring into your life is not a crumb, but a banquet, an inheritance that will flow through generations. Do not let fear whisper that it is too late. Do not let doubt convince you that this message is for someone else. This is for you. I am speaking directly to your spirit, wrapping these words around you like a garment of promise. You are not forgotten, not overlooked, not left behind. You are chosen, favored, and beloved. So lift your eyes, breathe deeply, step forward with courage, for the angels are already rejoicing, the tables of heaven are already set, and your name is already being sung in the eternal chorus. The blessing has landed in your atmosphere. The miracle is pressing against the gates of your life. The shift you feel is the sound of heaven aligning with your destiny. And I, your God, lean toward you with a smile, whispering once more, "It is finished. It is yours. Walk in it, for the hour of your miracle has come."